Hey everyone, this is Lisa from Life and Layouts over here on the Scrap Room, and today I am playing with Simple Stories. Hey crafty girl. In this flavor of the month kit for January, you get one sheet of the Create Beauty, one sheet of the So Artsy, and one sheet of the Say What. You also get 2 sheets of vanilla cardstock and one sheet of the 4x6 stickers, and that varies. A 1/6 of the ephemera pack, which also varies, and a few pink paisley enamel shades, which vary, and then also a doily. I was super excited to get this kit because I had just attended a crop in September of last year, and this paper is perfect for those layouts. I struggled a lot with these pictures, as you can see. I was trying to figure out a good configuration with these photos because I had a total of 6 photos, and a couple of them I was able to cut down to 4x4, but most of them I wanted to leave in the 4x6 size. The ones that I did cut down were photos of the kind of extras that they gave us. We had a hot cocoa bar as well as a s'mores bar, and I thought that that was pretty amazing. I love this green floral. Isn't it so cute? I think that like minty color green just accents all of the other like pinks and teals and things that in this color. I also love this piece of paper here, and I wanted to use it in its entirety, but it's hard to use that type of paper in a double page layout. So I was trying to figure out what would work best. So here's where I finally think that I have figured it out the way that I'm going to do it. I'm going to put 4 photos right in the center of the layout, and then I'm going to add 2 photos to the far left-hand side and the far right-hand side. So I cut this piece of paper, and what I decided to do was I had 8 inches of photos. If you see, the 4x6 and the 4x4 is what I decided to use. So I cut all of my papers at 8 inches, and then I just cut out what I thought would work. So that green paper is cut at 4.5. This pink paper here is cut at 1 inch. And then I'm going to end up cutting this flower paper down to 7 inches. And once I get all of that down, I decide that I needed a couple more strips in there. So I decide to use this little brick strip. I cut that down to 1/4 inch. And it starts over there on the right-hand side of the paper, but it ends up on the left-hand side, because I pull out this yellow flower paper, also cutting it in 1/4 inch, and that ends up on the right-hand side of the layout. I love going to crops. I think that it is one of those ways to get away and have some girl time and fun things that you can do. You always get inspiration from lots of ladies that are at the crop, and I usually tend to go to at least 2 crops a year. This crop was local, so I was so glad to be able to come home at night. It was only about 20 minutes away from my house, and they actually closed every night. Some crops stay open all night long, and then some are just available during a certain amount of time. And that's how this crop was. It was, I think, like 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. or something like that. It was a great crop to attend locally. It was actually at the Salvation Army, and I will link below to a video that I posted on my channel where it's kind of like a blog or vlog of that weekend, so you can see all the fun things that we did. This here is a tip that I have used quite frequently. When my papers or things don't line up, I just use my X-Acto knife and my T-square ruler. If you go lightly over that paper, it will cut the top strip but not the bottom strip. I'm adding one additional strip of paper to the left-hand side, and that is really the base of my layout. I do decide to mount these 2 photos, the one 4x6 that I'm working with here. I do cut it down just a little bit because my paper was 4x6, and I didn't want to try to find another piece of paper, so I just cut out like 1/4 of an inch off. And then for this 4x4 paper, I'm going to use this yellow flower paper to mount my photo on the left hand side. So if you guys haven't checked out the ScrapRoom Facebook group, we have tons of inspiration over there. We have several different challenges that you can join in. There's the Freaky Fast Friday. We also have 2 sketches that you can join in. Even if you don't subscribe to the ScrapRoom, we would love to have you over on our Facebook group, and I will link that below so that you guys can check out all of the challenges that we have available. If you do decide to join the Flavors of the Month kit or any other kit from the ScrapRoom, make sure that you let Rochelle know that I sent you, because you will get a special little surprise in your first monthly kit. I am also using the embellishment kit for the month of January, and for this Simple Stories, you get the 12x12 sticker sheet as the embellishment kit, which I thought was amazing because it's a full sticker sheet and I was able to get lots of different pieces on it. I did pull out the 4x6 sticker sheet and added a couple of flowers and a little circle dot that says "Oh crop," which I thought was very fitting. Over here on the left hand side, I am pulling out some of the items from the embellishment kit. I used a little album that says memories on it. I'm cutting out this little square from the paper that says Crafty Girls Rock. I also added a little ATG gun, which I thought was super cute that they were able to get that into the stickers. And I added a little circle that says "Hey Girl," as well as a paper clip from the sticker sheet. My title is going to be Crop Memories. So the memories came from my ephemera pack, and then the word crop came from the sticker sheet. If you follow my channel at all, you'll know that I do a lot of boy layouts, which means that I don't get to play with these fun colors of the pinks and teals and greens and things like that, the florals, which I love scrapping the boy layouts and being able to provide that to you guys. But every once in a while, I love to play with those girly colors. I love this little banner piece here that has the Polaroid type photos. It even has little clothespins on it and what looks like little fluffy balls. So I think that's such a cute sticker, and I was able to get that right underneath that 4x4 photo on the left. So this is one of my kind of techniques that I use when I have a ton of these little word phrases. I always tend to have a ton of these left on my sticker sheet, and so I wanted to show you guys a way to use them up. I added them to the top and the bottom of my pattern paper, and it just looks like another piece of pattern paper or another strip of it, and I just added anything that worked. And because they were all crafty, all of them really worked. And when I was laying them down, I was just trying to make sure that the same colors weren't together. But they have fun sayings like, "You are the crafty queen," "Maker's gonna make," "Life is a blank canvas," "Crafting keeps me sane," "Let's make art," "Life is short, buy the paper," "Let's craft," "DIY," "Dream crafty dreams." So all of these fun little sayings that go with the scrapbooking vibe. I was able to also use this girl from the sticker sheet, and she just looks like she's holding a couple albums there. And I really like that accent next to those Polaroid photos. For my pink paisley enamel shapes, I got this like pink color that was glittery, which I thought was perfect. So I added those around the layout. I got 3 enamel dots and 1 enamel heart. And then I added my journaling in that big white open space that's on the right hand side of the paper. And all I said in my journaling was, this crop was the first I had attended in a really long time. I had forgotten how much fun they could be. This crop was September 19th through the 21st of 2019. It was a Christmas/Thanksgiving themed crop. We had dinner from Crackle Barrel, and they had a s'mores and a hot chocolate bar. They even played Christmas movies. So it was just a fun crop. And this paper really showcased how much fun it was. So here is my final layout as well as some close-ups. If you enjoyed this video, if you wouldn't mind giving us a thumbs up, we'd really appreciate it. If you haven't done so already and you want to see more fun things from the Flavor of the Month kit, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thanks everyone for watching, and I hope that you have a scrappy day.